Round 3C assignment. Here we go. Kind of a preview, anyhow, of that. Let's take a look. So, number one says provide at least 3 methods a team might employ to increase its leverage ratio. Shoot, I let my time expire. So, remember that the leverage ratio is assets divided by equity. Okay, so you've got those components, and what things then, how do I explain that? What things can you do in order to affect that and actually make the leverage go up? Okay, and why would you want the leverage to go up? And what I'll tell you is that leverage is risk. If you get too much leverage, you're going to get penalized. Right, I have that built in, but I think my limit's like 2.25. Okay, and these guys are at like 1.8. That's actually a long ways away from, okay, being over leveraged. And see where it says leverage is equal to assets divided by equity. Okay, so what would be maybe an example or something? I'm going to try to think of an example maybe that's not that would not increase the leverage ratio. Let me sign out for a second and I'll think about that. So here's an example of something that wouldn't affect the leverage ratio. Let's say you bought equipment using cash. Okay, so let's say, for example, your assets were 100 and your equity were 50, right? Your leverage ratio would be 2. Okay, well, if you bought equipment, let's say you bought $10 or 10 worth of equipment. Okay, well, what happens? Well, your cash goes down by 10, but your equipment goes up by 10, so your assets don't change. Obviously, then your equity doesn't change either, and so your ratio, therefore, would stay the same as 100 over 50. But think about other things that you could do, okay, in your equity account. Wouldn't have to be in your equity account. There's other things that you could do that would certainly have an impact on that leverage ratio. Okay, 2. Assume Digby paid a $5 dividend per share last round in the third round. What impact would that have had on, and if applicable, show the actual number. So what effect would that have had on its ROE? Okay, and again, I want you to actually show me the numbers. So take that dividend and show me how that would affect the company's ROE. So you should arrive at a revised ROE number. Okay. Why do I keep Digby in there? You know what? I didn't want Digby. I wanted that to be Andrews. So I'm going to change that to Andrews. Okay. So assume Andrews paid a $5 dividend. Okay. Again, I want the actual numbers there, and same thing for the EPS. If there was an effect on the EPS, then I want you to do the actual numbers for that. 3, in the real world, what does PE stand for? You can see on our stock page or our stock deal, okay, it has PE, okay. What's that stand for? It's P divided by E, P/E. Okay, so you might have to do a little Google searching and see what the heck that stands for, right? And then I want you to look up for me what the PE is for Amazon. Now, I'm not, and I give you the ticker symbol, okay? So I give you that ticker symbol, and here's one way you can kind of do that. My computer, this has not been working all afternoon. I think Microsoft's having a haywire day or something. So I'm going to get out of there and just do it a little different way. I'll try it in here. This has been working okay. I'll do a different company. I'll do Apple. Oh, except that's going to do the Bing search thing, and so it's not going to work. Gosh, dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Huh. Yeah, let me try. I'll just try the Yahoo search then, and we'll just go see what I get here. Okay, so you can probably use Google. Most of the time I use Bing, but Bing's not going to work for me, so I'm going to try something different. Okay, when you put in the ticker symbol, it actually brings up information like this. Okay, now this could work. You could click on that, and that might get you. I'll tell you one that I found that's really nice is this Market Watch. And I know in the past we've used, in the finance class, we used a lot of Morningstar, and Morningstar would be fine as well. But I was glancing at this Market Watch today, so let's just click on that and see what the info is that it brings up. I kind of like this because it gives us pretty good info. So it says, what is the PE? And so I'm going to find it for Apple, right? Apple PE ratio, 13.48. I'm going to tell you that for yours, for Amazon, it's going to be a lot higher than that. Okay, it's going to be a lot higher than that. So that's all you got to do is find out what PE means, PE ratio means, okay, and then find the PE ratio for Amazon, okay. And then I ask this, what is the difference between market cap and book value? And again, I'm going to have you look up the book value for Amazon. So let's go back to Apple, okay. The market cap, just like the market cap that we have in our game, right, and I've asked you that one before, right, our market cap is simply the number of shares outstanding. I'm going to use Erie here because they've got a nice even number, 2 million shares outstanding times the price. So it's a price of $58, so what's that going to be? $116.68, and they've rounded it up to $117 million is the market cap. Well, that's the same here. Obviously, we're dealing with some bigger numbers here, but the market cap for Apple is $605 billion. So it's this price times the number of shares outstanding, and it doesn't tell me how many shares are outstanding. I figure it out. All I'd have to do is take the market cap divided by the price, and it would tell me roughly what the number of shares outstanding are. Okay. Then what's the rest of the question? I'm sorry, go back. So what's the difference between market cap and book value? Yeah, book value is not like the Kelley Blue Book for your car. But what's the book value for a company? And that one I'm not going to explain a lot. I'm going to look it up. Okay, look up what book value means. Now I got to kind of show you how to do it, and so I'm going to kind of give that away a little bit. But if you click on the financials here, okay, and again, you might, if you're at Morningstar, it's got something similar. The book value we're going to find by the balance sheet. Okay, so it gives us a rough balance sheet. This is the basic balance sheet. 2016. Your year end might still be 2015. Okay, so the fiscal year is October through September. So Apple's 2016 year is finished. I don't think Amazon's has. So they're still in 2015, and that's fine. So just give me last year's. Okay. So we come down. I'm going to just tell you that we come all the way down. That's total assets of $321 billion. Gosh, but the company's worth, what does it say, $605 billion market cap, but it's only got total assets of $321 billion. Could the market cap be higher than the book value? Yeah. Okay, but that's not the book value. So you got to keep coming. It's got liabilities of $193 billion. Okay, so you just kind of keep coming down, and you get down here where it says total equity. Okay, for Apple, that's my book value. Okay, for Apple, that is my book value. Okay, there's some other intriguing ways I think to find that. I'm gonna come back here and see if it gives me some ratios. It may not on this one. It does on Morningstar, but I don't see the ratio here. Sometimes they give the ratio of market cap to book value. Okay, and so then you can calculate it based on that ratio. In any event, that's the easiest way to find it. I'll probably show you some other ways to find it when I do a review of that assignment. There you have it.